Oh, I'm thinking of another story. Can I tell you a story? It happened in the South Pacific. A United Press reporter was there, and he didn't come to the meeting, but he came to my house where we were staying. He had heard these crazy reports, and he came to talk to this crazy foreigner that's over there, some hypnotist or something he thought I was. So we talked and talked and talked and talked, and I tried to be rational with him. And I told him, I said, all you got to do, I said, come to the meeting.
Sure.
I'll give you a seat on the platform. We'll give you a front row. You can see it happen. I said, I marvel at it. I don't know how God can do those things, but I love it. I said, we'd have to be worse than a criminal not to be happy when someone says that they were crippled and they can walk.
Amen. Amen.
How could I not believe them? A villager come up and say, he's crawled, now he can walk. And you say to the crowd, hey, how many here knows him? Are you from the village? Yeah. Do you know him? Yeah. Is he telling the truth? Yeah. Wouldn't I be crazy not to believe him? And I was talking to this reporter. He couldn't swallow it. I said, all sorts of things. Come and see. Blind people be healed. Deaf people be healed. You'll see them. I said, leopard. He said, now hold it. Hold it. Now, Mr. Osborn, he said, psychological effects can be worked on people. Mental suggestion. Don't tell me lepers are getting healed. I said, sure. Come and talk to them. They'll be there. And you know what was beautiful? A knock came to our door. And that was very unusual because they guarded the house and people couldn't just come and go. But the guard let this little lady come to the door. We opened the door. The interpreter found out who she was. It was a little leper woman that had been healed the night before. She was healed.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. God knew all about it.
Did he come?
And what was so funny, she came in, and she was so humble and nice and reticent because she was a little timid woman, but we bolstered her courage, and when we found out, she was just saying, I come to tell you, thanks, my leprosy's gone. And I said, what? For that guy, I said it.
Yes.
And she'd tell again. I said, what are you saying? I acted like I was a skeptic. I was acting for him. You're not telling me you were a leper? A leprous? It's impossible. And she'd tell me so sweet, and explain it as though I was calling her a liar, But I wanted him to get the point. I said, hey, what are you going to do about that? I said, talk to her. Talk to her. Can this be true? And he talked and talked. The scene climaxed. He was sitting cross-legged in the floor with his camera laying on the floor. He'd forgotten his camera. Missed a good picture. And her sitting down, squatting in her proper way, it'd be ladylike for her. And their dresses are long. She was squatting there before him. And I just walked back and laughed right out loud. I said, sir, I have a notion to use my camera. You're not using yours. I have a notion to take a picture of you sitting in the middle of the floor with that ex-leprous and ask your publisher to put it on the front page and say, John Brown sits and inspects a miracle. I said, what are you going to do?
United Press International.
Right.
That is glorious.